we are starting our review, and we have our Master Zen here with Jumbo.
3.7, by the way. You're not
3.7.
streaming. You're not streaming.
I
First
am.
off.
I am. It just takes a second.
Oh my god.
Okay.
3.7, by the way. 4K.
Okay.
Maybe in a
So,
few
do you
days.
feel like in this game there's anything you're working on, or what do you feel like the last thing you successfully implemented was?
Okay. I think something that I noticed for myself is that like I needed to apply pressure to more correct targets.
Yep.
As well. And like just some general stuff also probably improved. Like I climbed to 3.7, so obviously something must have changed.
Sure.
I think my biggest issue is that I hesitate with trans way too much.
Okay.
And that is because I think it just comes a bit from general experience on the hero. Like I know I need the trans, and then I'm like I don't do it in time, and then by that time it's already done for. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Like I realize when I need to do it, but I just hesitate, which I guess is not anything you can help me with. But.
I mean, sure. I mean, if you're realizing when you need to do it and you're hesitating, do you feel like it's a case of you're trying to edge it closer so you get more value out of it, or do you feel like?
I don't think so. I think it's like literally just a hesitation thing because like I'm not always 100% sure. Which is something that I'll probably just improve with time.
Yeah, I mean, you're probably just gonna have to mess up a little, right? You're probably just gonna have to be like,
I kind of threw. Sometimes.
Oops, I transed into nothing type things. Like that's gonna happen.
I mean, that happens sometimes on Zen, even if you're doing it correctly.
Right.
But...
Right. Okay, so we've got
I kind of fed
trans usage issues, we think what good gain that we've made recently.
Everything in general.
We think a good gain that we've made recently is our sort of applying pressure on targets. Okay.
You're still not streaming, man.
Yes, I am.
Oh, you are now.
Yes, I am. Smucker is already talking about things.
Smucker is an idiot. I've talked to them and they're really stupid.
Ouch. Ouch. Harsh, man.
Okay.
Okay, how's that Discord orb doing?
Temporal. The issue is that you need to reshare your screen. You probably shared it in like 20,000p.
Okay, I'll reshare my screen.
Oh my gosh, everyone's insulting me.
You kind of asked for it. There we go.
Smucker. I know who all these people are. Bloom, Smucker.
Okay. Okay.
These guys are gonna like trash me when they're literally like bronze, probably.
Literally, probably. Okay.
Literally, probably. It's a probable literacy.
You just walked into a Firestrike.
Well, that's called an accident. Am I allowed to make mistakes? Why are you anti-mistake?
You are allowed to make mistakes. The less mistakes you make, the higher your rank goes.
I pretty much do nothing for the first 3 minutes.
Okay.
I just kind of feed and die.
This is... Bryce called you out on this already today, man. Why do I need to call you out on this?
I told him to be quiet. This was not taken today, first off.
Okay.
This is days ago.
That's fair. That's fair. So you know that you just charged this up in the open and threw it.
Yeah, that's what Frozen's do. That's so good. That's so quality. Hey, I get a hit. Nobody else could do that. In the chat, everyone's like bronze. They insult me. They made some pretty... What's your problem with me, man? Why are you laughing at coaching me? You're so rude.
I am rude. This is you've been hit by 2 Firestrikes in 40 seconds.
You're targeting me. It's a choke. You get hit by Firestrikes.
Yeah, you're Zen. It's not hard to minimize your time in the choke.
It's a big hitbox. It's a big hitbox.
It's a relatively slow-moving projectile.
You need to be quiet, man.
Uh-huh. This is a lot of time in the open for your reload of all things.
Well, I leave and then I get killed because you didn't coach me. Because our Zarya died. I thought my Zarya was going to push with me, but then they just dropped.
You threw your 5 orbs.
Yeah.
You don't have any orbs out. You don't have any orbs out.
Well, that's because they didn't have the shield. Do you know what a shield is?
I
Did
do
you
know what a
that you
shield
can't
is.
Discord through shield?
I did
Did
know
you know
that.
that?
I did know that you could harmony orb Zarya when he's standing in front of the shield.
You can't Discord. You can't Discord when there is a shield. So you
How's...
can't say, "Oh, you're him." No. You've been denied. Look, the guy, the Zarya maybe. Okay, that I could have orbed Zarya. I could have orbed Zarya. But in my defense, I think it just came off somebody. Correct? I believe I heard the noise. So
you
I
have a
walk
harmony
over
orb
here.
out.
Oh,
You're charging a 5 orb.
Then it right goes off, so I'm not gonna cancel my 5 orb to
No,
put
of
out a
course
harmony.
not. You're gonna throw this 5 orb.
Of course not. And then I should have done. I should have orbed them.
Right.
However, you said like, where are your orbs?
Yeah.
Plural orbs.
Yeah.
Plural.
Yeah.
Plural.
Okay.
Plural.
Okay.
Plural.
I don't know. That soldier looks pretty discordable.
You expect me to have like this reaction time of like a freaking like god or something, like a deity. Like,
oh, hey, look, there's no shield out.
Okay, and I do it. I bet I do it. Look at this. I do it. Look, watch. This goes out.
Okay,
bing, bing,
your orbs are out.
See, like, that's like so micro.
Yes.
That's so micro. Like,
Dude.
that's like even more micro. That's like what you give like a top 500, like a top 1. How would you give like a 4 billion SR player?
You realize you're 3,700, right? Like, the improvements you need to make to GM are things like this. Like, it's not going to be easy street. Like, it's not easy street to go from 3,700 to GM. It's going to be, hey, you're 40% of a second, 0.4 of a second late to getting this orb out. Like, that stuff does add up. It's the same thing, like, you'd want me to criticize a Mercy on you're just too slow on swapping their beams. That's absolutely something you'd expect.
But that's like very, very, very minuscule. Extremely minuscule even.
Speed on swapping beams?
Orb. No, I mean...
the orbs? Okay, the Zarya orb is pretty big in terms of the amount of time
Zarya orb
there.
is big, but the soldier, I don't agree with the soldier, because like I wasn't focused on him 1 and 2. Like, look at how long he was even up in the air for. Like, look at this. It was like a fraction of a second.
I don't necessarily need that Discord.
And I swapped to pressure him.
Yeah, I don't
and then
necessarily...
I put the orb. The Zarya though, I give you the Zarya. I give you the Zarya.
Good. I'll settle for the Zarya.
All these Mercy OTPs in chat.
I'm okay. I'm okay with you having not instantly gotten that Discord. I would have liked to see the Discord immediately go out because depending on what your sensitivity is, yes, we would. Because you get that Discord out and then you just move it. Not a big deal. Like, that's fine. But
it was because I started pressuring the guy on the side and I wasn't looking for that Discord.
Okay. I mean, your crosshair was pretty close to it. Your Zen settings are different than mine, but if you look at this.
No, but look, I swap and then bing bong, and then bing bong happens.
Good. No.
And then I get pushed here and die.
Yeah, that's fine. Is it because you got hit by the Firestrike earlier?
No, I was already regen.
No, you hadn't regened all the way. But okay.
I would have died either way, man.
Yeah, that swing does enough to take you down either way. I agree.
A temporary setback.
You dropped to 3.1. Smucker, you couldn't even climb out of, like, gold as Mercy.
I hope you know Smucker in real life, because that's some serious shade to throw that you're getting in here for if you don't know this person.
Their Mercy's so bad. Like, they were... Do you know they had a 3.9 peak and they're, like, low diamond now? And they don't even play because they always lose.
Okay.
You know that?
No, I don't.
Well, you can do now.
Okay.
Alright, how long has it been? How long has it been?
How many Firestrikes is that? How many strikes?
It's literally unlucky. I'm literally peaking fine. It's just unlucky, man. It's actually just unlucky.
I actually don't mind this last Firestrike. This last one was unlucky. I just couldn't help it because...
Okay, wait, go to hit the thingy. Hit the thingy that makes it see the time. Hit the time thingy.
Yeah?
Hit the time thingy.
Yeah?
Never mind.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I got a 1 minute 30-second trans, and I realized it's been 2 minutes and 20 seconds.
No, it's
no.
You're good. This is a minute 30 trans because you get 4 minutes to start if memory serves. The reason that the time thingy is different is because the time.
Oh, the game stuck. It is a minute 30 trans.
Yeah.
So I'm the best player in the world.
Well. Jonak would have had it faster, but you know.
Well, Jonak is like a garbage.
Okay.
Only top 500.
Okay. Okay. Avoided that one. Nice.
Yeah, didn't get that one. Should make a fire strike counter. See, Discord's out. Both orbs out.
I like it.
It's not
I
out
like
anymore,
it.
but that's
But it
because
came
of the
back.
bubble.
That's fine.
And then I get it out pretty quickly.
Okay.
Experience
This is fine.
tranquility.
I mean, it's, you know, you lost him,
I don't
but
think
hey.
this trend was bad.
Yeah.
You think fights are also clutchable?
Yes.
Like I feel like people are gonna be like, oh.
No, I don't mind that
If
the
it
Echo's
was my
gone.
main tank, then maybe. If it was Ryan, then maybe it would have been bad.
No, this
But
is
it's
fine.
just our Echo.
You've
I
got
think it
a
was fine.
high energy Zarya. Your Ryan
We
was in
can
shape
push
where they
in.
can use this. I'm okay with this trans. I don't love that we don't have a Discord orb out, but I understand how this happened. Like your Discord was not out because the normal stuff, and then you guys got
Yeah.
shattered. And if you were
And I just thought I have to immediately do this to save everyone.
right, and you are here, and you're thinking, hey, there's this, and you're not thinking that you have to trans to block this shatter. Otherwise, your positioning would have been different.
Yeah. I was literally in the animation of getting it out too.
Yeah, no,
but
I
it
know.
canceled.
You were slamming the button as you guys were being shattered, and you were going to stop if you got too far behind, and you didn't. I'm not worried about this.
And then I echo Zen space for it whenever we
And
get-
then you need
But then
to-
we all back up like little dweebs. Like
You're
little...
supposed to back up at the end, but unfortunately, this is too much backing up. Okay.
I did back up. We
I don't
backed up so hard. I don't know
necessarily
why we
love
did.
that, though. So
What?
here you are. You've got that out, and then you're going to go into a right click from here. Okay.
That's fine. I mean, that was bad.
Yeah.
That was bad.
I don't mind going
That
into a
was
right
bad.
click there. I do mind
Yeah,
that you
that
then
was bad. I don't
threw
know
it.
why.
Yeah. And then you're on this. Yep. Okay, you'll get this back out. Good. You cycle.
And I had a carry moment.
Nice.
In a sense, it was a good trans. It was a good trans. It kind of won us the game.
I was
Really?
fine with the trans.
Well, won us the fight. Because I lost the game. I mean, it was a draw. So I didn't lose either. You know, there's never been a draw in Overwatch League. I don't see anything wrong.
I mean, this is cleaner. You've gotten better. This is good.
It's clean. I think it just gets worse from here, though.
Okay.
It's all downhill from here. I think the Echo
fine.
is fine. Echo's fine.
Echo is fine, and I
I-
would like you to move this Harmony Orb just based on the threat assessment levels of these things. Like, Reinhardt can't take down Echo, so this does become okay, let's move this to the Mei because
But,
this ball is
yeah.
back. Yeah.
But it's not a big deal. Our Echo is not. Our May, nobody's in real danger.
I mean, some headshots
Maybe,
could line up.
but
yeah, that's
I
what I'm saying.
switch it, and
Yeah.
it's not like a big deal. Like they have cryo as well,
Right.
and I was
but,
literally in the process of turning to switch
Okay,
it to that.
okay.
They would never have died.
okay.
They would have
that's-
never truly died.
And that's
You know,
good.
you don't play the game, so you might not see this stuff. So
yeah, good try, good try. So it's true. Your Mei was never going to go down because she had cryo. Ball wasn't at a distance that he was likely to immediately eliminate her, but you knew that she was half health when the ball showed up, and you knew that your Echo was in basically no danger. So you did want to move it because this is expensive. The reality is you're still going to win this fight. You're just up by too much, but I was just going over this with GM players, GM May just a moment ago, since we'll do that. Where
GM May.
Yeah. We're gonna.
I mean,
force
May
it-
is kind of meta now, so I don't see that as big. But like, if that was 2 weeks ago, I'd be like, wow.
Well, they were running May 2 weeks ago too, because we knew that was the meta 2 weeks ago. But anyways,
3, 4. I don't know. I don't have time perception.
that's okay. So the thing is, getting that ice block forced in a earlier in the fight is a big deal. Like, that's a really important cooldown to have forced out that we didn't need forced out, and it would have been cheap to move the Harmony Orb. So that does matter. I don't want to undervalue that. It's going to matter less here because it's cleanup, but it is a little sloppy. That's not a big deal.
Minor sloppy. Minor sloppiness. Very minor. Then I move it to the Ana. Ooh, and I already got another trans! Oh!
You do have another trans. You do have another trans.
That's literally a 30-second trans.
Okay.
Oh wait, I feed really hard.
Yeah, I'm noticing this.
Time.
I'm noticing.
This is horrible, first off. And I do this once and I just get double headshot by an Ashe and die.
Oh, hey, look, guys, a Firestrike.
Dude, it's literally not my fault, man.
No, that
It's
one
not
was.
even my-
That one was.
You're so horrible at everything.
Look at that Firestrike you can see. You can still
It's
see it.
so
You can
slow.
still see it.
Oh, it's such a big hitbox, dude.
It is a big hitbox, but that doesn't mean you can't tuck over here. It's more important, like you're fishing when you throw out this right click here. So it's if you have to cancel your right click to not get hit by this Firestrike, that's preferable to being here because your Firestrike is fishing, or your orb is fishing.
I get more damage.
No, because you're fishing. You don't know that you're going to hit with this. You don't know that you're going to hit anything besides barriers or open space with this. Whereas this means, hey, you're going to take 100 damage, and any minor piece of chip damage could now take you down that you didn't see coming, like a Junkrat raid rolling along the ground, a tracer showing up, etc.
Zenyatta don't take Firestrikes.
Yeah, it might be. It might be. I mean,
no, that makes me look
we're
stupid.
3 minutes into the thing, and you've taken 4 Firestrikes. So.
Look at this damage. You know how much damage I had in this game? A lot. I had like at least 14k by the end of it. I can't win with these, man.
No, you can't.
You should just make a. You should make a guide. That should be your next quick guide on how to avoid Firestrikes as Zen.
Okay.
Look at this pressure I'm about to put on the Zarya, though. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Temple. I know them. I know them there, and I don't want to peek and die, so I just keep shooting.
Yeah.
Wow. Who is this guy? I move orb to them because I'm
that's
good.
fine.
Because it's all fine.
Yeah, it's good.
And I transcend.
Dodge the Firestrike. I like it.
Experience tranquility.
Let's take one more look here. You're here. You're wanting your team to push. You've got your orbs out. You're hearing the shatter. And is this just a no faith in your Rhine thing? No. You see that the shatter is mostly blocked there, and you decide that you want to go ahead and save your Mei. Okay, that's fine with me.
All fine with Temporal. That's what we say. But they die.
Yeah, you're just not fast enough if that's the decision, but okay.
But we also have a power play.
Sort of. I mean, you're down a person, so it's not really a power play, but yeah.
It's a power play. And then I get nanoed! I get nanoed! Yeah! Are you annoyed with this Ana player?
No, it's fine. We're not reviewing the Ana player, we're reviewing you. Okay. Yeah, so far I'm not noticing an issue that I'm concerned about, really, with the transcendences.
Yeah, my transcendence is garbage. I bet if I had if I had 2 times better trans, I'd actually be like 3.9. That's not even a joke. If my transes were better, I'd be 3.9.
Okay.
And maybe positioning. Dude, Blah, get out. Like, Blah's bronze. I just have to make... he's dissing me. I need to diss him back. Notice how I killed the Ashe there, and that made an opening pick for my team.
I did. I liked the Ashe pick. You know, there was also a Firestrike, but I liked the Ashe pick.
Oh my god.
No, but the thing is, it's going to make a difference because you're going to run into situations when people are playing Tracer and take you down, when Junkrat nades bounce, when Hanzo body shots take you down. Like, you're going to notice when these people take these angles, when these flankers show up, Genji's will be perched and it'll be like, oh, you just took a Firestrike? Free! Like, that's going to happen to you. And we want to avoid that. Okay.
I knew I couldn't actually break immortality. He was the only enemy, so I just wanted to make sure he didn't get any healing.
Sure.
So when the immortality's dead, because I don't have anything else to shoot at. A bad Zen would just stop shooting right here.
Okay, you have plenty of shots left. Your Harmony Orb did just come back, so that's something you can do now, but it's a small window. Good. Okay, so are you? You're aware that there's a threat to the right. You're sort of trying to keep the pillar there.
I'm
Good.
LOS-ing. That's
Yeah,
what
no,
pro
I'm with you.
players do. Then I Harmony Orb him to keep the dream alive. Harmony Orb him. Harmony Orb everyone.
Swap to Deanna, good. I don't want you edging this far into the point.
Yeah, I back up a bit.
Good, good.
That's better than what I used to do. If this was old
yes,
me, I would
it is.
be all the way in.
Are you kidding? Like when I saw you cap first, I'm like, oh, moments of old Jumbo, as you're pushing up here. But this was better. This was good. You pushed up and you took bridge, which gave you good control. You kept the pillar
it depends,
here.
because there they can't really recontest, but here they can recontest.
Right. Once they started, they had like 2-3 people alive, and you were creeping up onto point, which you want to make them have to make the decision. So this has been good so far. I mean, obviously we've had some. Hey, there's some sloppiness with you charging right clicks in the open, but much better than when we started. There's windows for that Harmony Orb to be out faster, but again, improved from when we first started addressing that.
I think there'll be more to look at in the next round.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm not thinking that you're done. I mean, I can still comment on the 5 Firestrikes that got you there.
Oh my gosh. No, I was never a gold Zen, truly. We can say he's gold. We can say I'm gold, but I was never truly a gold Zen.
I think you'd have climbed without any coaching pretty easily
I would have
from 22 to like 2,700 without.
I think I would have been 2.6 or 2.7.
Yeah.
I think my Zen was 2.7. But the coaching still helped me because it gave me stuff to work on and like just climb even faster.
Right. It was a speed thing. It was a let's not build
there's still stuff I could work on.
Bad habits. Exactly.
Yeah. So I just did that, and I think I started off flat though. Not last season, but the season before that, I was flat.
Okay.
Can you coach Jumbo's personality, please? What? What? These people are all bronze. They're bronze IRL.
They're bronze IRL. Does that mean they have Olympic bronze medals? Like, what's that even?
Oh my. They're bronze like everything. They're like, life is bronze. Look at that
cute angle. Yeah, no, it's a cute angle.
I'd die here.
If I was talking to if I was holding you to the highest standards, you'd want to do this the whole time, where you do this and then you just peek the cute little angle at the last second. But Okay. Who does your Harmony Orb need to be on right now? As soon as you can get it there.
Anyone. Kree.
Yeah, preferably Kree, because Anna's not in any danger, so you need to know as this monkey is jumping in.
I should have pre-orbed.
Well, you were. Your orb just recently fell off, so I'm actually not super worried about that. You have your orb on Zarya, and I would prefer it on...
That's the best pre-orb in the beginning.
What's that?
Anyway. That's not the best pre-orb in any way.
Right. The McCree would have been a better pre-orb. The Mei would have actually been a better pre-orb. The Mei's in the positioning to demand it. The McCree...
I think Mei or Kree. Kree would have been a better pre-orb.
Kree would generally be the best, but your Mei's in the more aggressive position, so she warrants it. And then you instantly want to go, hey, there's a Winston coming in. It's bubbled.
Yeah,
I want to move this to my Anna or my Kree, and your Anna's safe, so it's your Kree.
Well, my Anna's safe, so yeah.
What's that?
Yeah, keep going.
Okay.
I was just agreeing with you.
Sorry, I had to pause because that's so rare.
No, just you went, what? Jumbo agreeing with me?
Okay.
So far, pretty perfect in my opinion.
What's that? I mean, this is fine. Again, I'd be looking to move this Harmony Orb as soon as this reload's over, because your Anna's going to do the Rhyme healing. You're not worried about that. I'd rather enable your Mei or even your Zarya to be more aggressive.
Or my McCree.
If you now your McCree. Your McCree wasn't an option. Yes, I would very much like your McCree.
McCree's better than Mei.
McCree.
Did you see that pressure I was doing?
I did.
That Ash?
I did.
So they can't peek. It's just constantly shooting.
Yes.
It's so good. I think that's helped my climb.
Good.
I don't think I did that before. Like constantly just keep
No,
shooting.
that's true. You mostly went into right-click charging, and I was very careful to not let you slide any further into right-click charging. So I'm glad that you put that next step, because we didn't really talk about that. The level of, hey, this left-click choke spamming, yes, absolutely has value.
It's good, but like I think also just like shooting is better. At times.
Yeah.
Because like that Ash literally couldn't peek because of what I was doing.
Right. No, that's what I'm saying. The left click. I'm saying that's the just shooting that you're referring to. Yes. Yes. Good. Your May is the right place for the orb right now. Where did you move that to? No. No.
What? He got bubbled. He got bubbled.
No, look at your May. Your May is orbed. You move that in this like, oh, my Reinhardt is getting jumped by a Winston. I better orb him? Excuse me?
Very vulnerable.
Excuse me? Like, he's got a Zarya with him. His Ana has line of sight on him. Versus your orb was over here that this May was using to hold this angle. You don't know that there's a McCree here, but like, come on. Your May is either going to hold this, which is good, or do this, which is good. We don't move our Harmony orb for a armored Reinhardt being jumped with line of sight.
He's a very nervous player.
Well, if you had like a Mercy on your team, sure, you'd be orbing your Reinhardt right now, potentially. But with an Ana on your team, no. Your orb stays on the May right now.
Be quiet, man.
Uh-huh.
I move it back.
You do. But
the initial was bad. I think I die at some point, and I just kind of, the Ash starts shooting me over here, and I just kind of stand there waiting for my death.
Yeah, the one thing I'm concerned about is you are right here, rather than having tried to slide to use this better, or slide over here where you have the option.
What you can do is you can go behind that. You can go behind it.
Right. No, like you
but
have
I literally just stood there for like 3 seconds, just like awaiting my death.
Right. You've been staying still, and I've been getting a little eerie sense because you're standing still here. Okay, a little bit of movement, but this is very still. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
Yep.
What could I have done to avoid that?
What could you have done to avoid this?
Yeah, that death.
I mean,
maybe not have the reactions. Speed of a chimp.
Well, not have the reaction speed of a chimp, just mentally be tracking more players to remember that this is a place that they're threatening from. And you could have the whole time just been like, I'm shooting into this doorway, but I can shoot into this doorway just as well from over here, and it gives me, I don't want to be open to multiple angles at once. If this is the angle I'm threatening, right.
It's gotten better, but it's still kind of bad.
Oh yeah, this is way more advanced than what you were thinking about in Plat in terms of, yes, this is multiple angles, but this is a semi-protected angle. There's a lot of stuff in the way on this angle, but it's not, you can put more stuff in the way on this angle if you want, while still threatening that one.
Everyone's insulting me like they could even be this high level.
Yeah, I think, what
Everyone
you say invites some level of, it's fun. It's fun to them.
Look at that parkour.
Okay.
You like that parkour?
I liked the hippity hoppity.
He just died. I don't think anything I could have done to save him there.
Okay.
I was so mad at my team because we went so aggressive when we didn't need to. Something. I'll tell you when. And I've done nothing wrong, so it's like Elo hell is real.
Elo hell exists at 3,700. Okay. Okay.
It's Elo hell, man. My team is garbage. Dude, Nancy Pelosi's on me.
Rough.
Why am I right clicking? Oh, I go around the wall. That's not
because
bad.
you're using the wall. I knew what you're doing, and
Yeah.
you knew
I didn't even know what I was doing.
And you knew Nancy Pelosi was going to be stunned for a moment because your McCree was obviously going to flash him, so the right click was fine.
Nancy Pelosi was the GM player. Are you pro Nancy Pelosi?
Was that the thing? Well, yeah, that's a good idea. Was that the thing, Nancy Pelosi, or who AOC was playing Among Us, and Nancy Pelosi's like, no, you got to play real games like Overwatch.
Yeah,
that's how seniority works in the Democratic Party.
Yeah, that's how it happened. And then, dude, my McCree is so dumb. Look at what he does soon. It's so dumb. Just keep going. Like I see nothing wrong.
Does it involve drifting further and further from cover?
It involves him like going into the main area and dying, and we lose because of it.
Okay. Is your angle better from here than your angle was from here?
Yeah.
Really? Walk me through this one. Walk me through this one.
I can see more with my eyes. You put my POV, I see nothing. Half the screen's covered.
By the awning.
I wanted to bait Nancy Pelosi on it. Look at my.
I will in a second, but first I want to watch your right click. I don't love this. Like you started charging this one. Yeah, that's just
subpar.
Yes.
Dude, look at he bros.
Yeah, he did. He pushed that hard. That's annoying.
I was literally calling it out. Just play safe.
Experience tranquility.
So.
It's.
No, it's wrong. Like it's wrong, and there's no question it's wrong. If your Kree was still alive, it might be right, but it's wrong right now.
They were coming back. They were all coming back. They're all coming back. They're frantically running. I thought maybe I was a bit too.
But that's a game sense thing. Like it's just a game sense thing to know how long it takes to get back, because your Zarya is still 4 seconds out, and everyone else is still 5-6 seconds out. So like your trans is going to be over by the time they're here.
I know, but like I wanted to contest and like be able to get a recontest, even if it's just me touching with Tran. I mean, it doesn't work, but
no, and I know it doesn't work. But
if my McCree didn't feed, we actually could have won this.
Sure, but you popped trans full well knowing that your Kree was gone.
Why do I always get bubbled in Transcendence?
I don't know. They didn't have a nano to give you, so they gave you bubble. Clearly, the bubble was meant for the Reinhardt. But this, unfortunately, like, let's go back and really.
I think it was 20% right, 80% wrong. At least I had orbs out.
You do, and you pop it at 94 HP. So you are going to go down if you don't do it. Like, if you don't trans, it's true. You are going to go down. I just don't think...
I was a bit optimistic, I guess.
Yeah, you were too optimistic. Where I'm looking
Let's
at this
see if I
and
win,
going...
Maybe I remember it completely wrong and we win it.
Okay, as long as you understand it's wrong.
I think it was only half wrong. Then I died. And then I died. Maybe I could have won though if I didn't die.
I mean,
that's all
they can't chase you. You can right click here. You can charge right clicks because they can't chase you. Your Zarya and Mei are here now.
Maybe if I charged right clicks, I would have gotten 5 kills and won the game for us.
Well, maybe.
And maybe my Zarya didn't use stupid bubble on me 20 minutes ago when I was transcending. I could have used that bubble now.
Yeah, well, you know. I don't think it was wrong of your Zarya to try to get a bubble on.
What we're learning here is that Elo Hell is real.
Also, remember.
They grabbed.
That bubble potentially saves you if you use that bubble. If you get that bubble instead of transing, you live, and then you get to trans 4 seconds later when your team is here.
But I didn't know that. I didn't know that. You can't hold that again. Also, maybe I shouldn't have just trans because I just started a trend of everyone else doing wrong stuff. We used shatter and grab.
Yeah, well, you were like, winnable! You were shouting winnable with your trans.
If our McCree didn't beat him, we actually would have won.
No, we would be having a completely different conversation about your trans if your McCree was alive.
I was in denial that he died.
You in denial that he died?
Yeah, I was like, winnable. There's a part where I feed here and then they cap. Get the Discord out. That's what I would do.
Yeah, this is good. Your orb control has been good here. That was not so good. That was a feed. I see why you're calling it that.
That was what we call a feed. That was when I said I feed and then they cap instantly.
It's like I throw one orb, I close the angle. I throw another orb, I close the angle. This is not.
I'm not using the rule of 3. I'm just re-peeking the same angle 20 times.
Yes. The second time, I'm like, you wanted to get the Discord orb out, and then I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Stop it, Jumbo. You don't know what's on the other side of that wall. Okay, this is gonna be an easy recontest. Wow. I'm carry moment. He was running from me. He was
I know,
running.
it's annoying. You need to swap
Nancy
sides.
Pelosi could have killed our Baptiste. That's a sentence. I
Okay.
killed the brig because I'm good.
You
Look
did,
at
but
this
you
kill.
did miss windows to get Harmony Orbs off here. Like, we see this, and it's
He
annoying that
was
your Bap is
running
kind of
from
here.
me.
I
He
know,
was
but
running.
you know he's running towards point at this point. You can go, I'm gonna slide over. It's more important that he lives than that Nancy Pelosi goes down here. Like, it's more important to get the
Nancy
Harmony Orb.
Pelosi to die. Don't quote me on that.
Secret Service, I've got to...
Look at that brig kill. That's a brig carry. That's a brig kill. Nancy Pelosi just killed me.
Yeah, so you had a window to... I mean, you could have correctly prioritized keeping your BAP alive over getting the elimination, especially when you're on last point defense here.
I wish Nancy Pelosi loved me.
Okay.
the ball in our game, of course.
Yes, yes.
Temporal doesn't even get money for his videos. Silly indie struck. He's poor. Temporal, you told me you're a billionaire the first time.
Did I? Did I? I'm pretty sure I didn't say that. I'm 100% sure I didn't say that. In fact.
Statistically speaking, I usually get more.
It was Nancy Pelosi diff.
Nancy Pelosi diff, politician diff.
Politician diff.
I'd say it's...
Are you pro Mongolia?
Okay, so we're looking at this, and so far we've seen there was the trans, there was the really silly repeak, and some of the really silly repeak stuff is in the same realm of the Firestrike, where it puts you in situations to take spam, and remember, taking spam, you don't have a self-heal other than your 3 seconds of cover recharge.
I think we would have lost either way.
So the biggest thing has been you're letting yourself take a little too much damage here, but okay.
I need to be less passive. Wait, no. That's not what he said.
And it's not really that I want you to be more passive, it's that I want you to be more aware of the damage.
When I'm aggressive and not.
Yeah, I would not say
here,
that I want you to be more passive. Okay. Now you can be passive for a moment.
And then I hit shift to use Baptiste Regenerative Field.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Pop your shift.
That'd be funny if it was like one hero and you're just like coaching them on like a different hero. Like you could jump up here to get the high ground. They're playing like a Mei. You should do that.
That could be a fun thing. Okay, you're rotating ahead of your team.
Everyone.
This is an interesting place for you. Okay.
I settle down. It's not a big deal. Like I'm not gonna die.
It's true. It's true.
I always hate like left clicking that angle because I know I'm just gonna take 12,000 spam damage.
It hurts. It hurts. Fortunately, it's pretty reliable to get the damage off too. So you know.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of a trade-off.
We're a little early on that.
Early on the peak.
Early on the peak, exactly. You're at 3. Now you're at 4. And again, this is a pretty reliable angle for damage. You're at 5, and you're kind of like, okay, let me go find this, etc. So not a big deal.
And if I know it's such a dangerous angle, I could just chill until my Ryan can maybe tank some of the damage, even if that's just him.
I wouldn't even throw this out. I would cancel this. I would cancel this. You scare me.
But I get the kill.
You did! You did! With 39 health.
60 health, actually.
When you opened the angle, though, you had 39.
And that's the risk you gotta take to be a Zen player, man. Because maybe if I didn't kill him, he would have gotten a 9k.
A 9k. I didn't realize that this was Mercy meta and she was getting 3 reses every fight anymore.
Yeah, exactly. Mercy. Look at how I heal my Baptiste.
It's good.
60 seconds remaining.
I actually see nothing wrong.
Okay.
My ultimate is charging.
How often should you right versus left click during this stage? What do you mean stage?
Defense point.
Like rank or like the poke phase? I'm answering the question because you
Yeah,
don't.
that's fine. Jumbo actually has a pretty good mix of left and right clicks right now.
I'm not bad at it. I just die and then feed. I feed and then die.
There it is. Oh look, a Firestrike. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I mean, it was a
Oh my
Firestrike, but
God, you should actually like
okay.
leave the Overwatch community forever.
But then you would have no one to, you know, pick at your gameplay. What would you do?
Maybe I could just trans right here.
No.
Yeah. Look at what happens. We lose.
Okay. Okay. You can tell your team to push hard into this and then save them with trans if you want.
Yeah. Look at this.
Yeah, this is
'Cause
fine.
this is really. I should trans right now.
You could trans right now.
Do I? No.
They don't have a Maywall to answer with. You could trans right now. That would be fine.
I could trans.
Salty's low. You're in this fight. Yeah, you want to trans
Yeah,
before you lose anyone.
Jumbo
Sure.
trans right now. A little
okay.
bit late.
Yeah. Clearly you had the knowledge of what happened in this game that I didn't, but yeah.
I don't know, man.
Finish in a reasonable place, but do you want to be charging a right click right as you come out of that trans?
This is like when what you told me to not do in gold.
Yes.
The first review, you were like, "Don't do this." And I'm doing it right now.
Okay.
Because I don't want them to see my head hitbox. I was mad at my team for not. Oh wow, that was a blunder on your part, Temporal.
Yeah, my P button versus my control P for pause. Yeah.
Who uses control?
I mean, I just use P, except
Why
P
did my
defaults to
team
that.
just back up for like half a second? And
Why?
like,
Because
regroup?
they have no health and they're terrified.
No, but they could just back up and regroup.
Yeah, they should do that. I
Well,
thought
we
you said
didn't.
why did. Oh, I thought you said why did they back up for half a second here?
No, I mean, like, why don't we just back up and we might actually be able to get another fight off? Because we
Yeah,
could.
you could
then
absolutely
we just
stabilize here.
leave.
Your window's meaningless. You should absolutely stabilize here.
Like, why is my team? I always get these dumb teams.
Okay, so here you are.
And I
You
do
move
nothing
that.
wrong. It's Elo
Fine.
hell. I just don't get why Elo hell exists.
It's fine. That's just you resetting.
This person spammed that baseline all game.
Yeah, I noticed there was quite a bit of that going on.
Oh, no. Okay, Lucy rollout review.
Okay. Control the
Okay.
Reinhardt. Control the Reinhardt. I believe. Don't let him follow up. Where's your boot?
Don't-
Where's your boot?
I'm not a play Lucio, man!
Where's your boot, dude?
I'm not a Lucio player!
When Reinhardt shatters, you boop them so that they can't follow up. It's like, oh, shatter, and you're like, no, go back in here. And he's like, what? I wanted to follow up on my shatter. It doesn't last
We
very
would've
long.
lost either way.
Yeah, I know.
Contesting soldier.
You're on the ground. It hurts. You dropped over here. You ride up here. You
Oh
jump.
my
Maybe you
God.
touch. You go here. You go back here.
Is
You go back here. You shoot down into this. Like.
That's for the only reason I can do Lucio wall riding is because for like a day I wanted to be a Lucio player.
Oh, you're lucky that it's easy mode Lucio wall riding. Lucio wall riding used to be much harder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Being able to wall ride is literally so easy. It's not hard if you like literally put 2 hours of practice into it. I'm not even good
For
at
the
it.
basics of wall riding, sure,
For
but
the basics, yes. To master it, it's like 20 years.
yes.
But for I can do it pretty basically. And like,
Yeah, but-
I've gotten to like the end of.
Even
like,
the basics
I've
used
gotten
to be hard because the basics used to be he can only ride on any wall for 3 seconds or something, so you had to constantly be shifting walls.
But I
which-
can do that.
and-
I just jump around.
Well, you say that, but you just didn't know that Overwatch geometry decided that lots of things were different walls, so you'd suddenly fall and you'd be like, wait, what? That's a different wall? Okay. I believe. Have we adjusted? Have we adjusted our positioning
No.
as this goes on? Okay.
We
We're
full
pre-orbing the
folded.
Reinhardt. Not my favorite.
Attack
I actually mess up so badly here when I could have tranced and won the
There's
game.
no pre-orb. The pre-orb is on Ryan rather than McCree.
You are
so
the cream, you idiot.
fine. A little early, but fine. Nothing there, but hey, I get it.
I get the soldier. Literally just AFK for a few minutes.
You're AFK for a few minutes? Okay.
What would you do if I just started AFK?
I mean, I'd tell you, okay, so being AFK loses games. I do that in some reviews. People are like, they send me a review and it's like, okay, but you were late to the first fight and it cost your team the first fight. Like,
I literally, when I choose what I want reviewed, I'm very tactical about it.
good.
I don't want, I don't. I really saw it coming, dude. Oh wow.
And again, you're not getting punished that hard for this in this meta, but I promise that it'll be like, oh look, Genji just dashes through you and turns around and melees.
And I'm dead.
like the.
Can we just get a replay on that? Can we get a replay?
Yes, we can.
Can we get a replay on the situation that just happened?
And you dodge back into it.
And I jump into it. It looked for a second there like I improved, but no. Maybe I need to be punished. Into it. Maybe I need to be punished. And I'll be like, oh, I died there.
Well, you'll learn faster if you're getting punished, but I don't want you to just,
lose all my games.
Right, I don't want you to just lose tons of games and then like flounder and try to change different things. So I would prefer to get it right now. I mean, if we have to get it right later, so be it. But
remember when my Discord would like come out like 45 seconds into the fight?
I do. I also see that Ash. That scares me a little.
Yeah, and then I LOS. Look at that. I'm LOSing. I'm jumping though. That's pretty bad. I do LOS it.
Okay. So I'm okay with this. I'm okay with you throwing an orb here. I would like the next shot to be at her, to be honest.
No, I don't pressure.
No, I'd have liked the pressure on her because this is dangerous. Like that, she's here. She can work on you. She can work on your team if your team backs up at all.
I should have pressured her a bit.
Exactly.
In this corner.
Exactly.
Yeah, I should have won out and then pressured. Cause moving the cover in the first place was good.
Yeah, no, the cover reaction was good, but you know she's gonna get bored. She's not gonna hold it on you forever.
I should have started pressuring her. Yeah.
Mhm.
Stupid mid-play. Messing up the wall.
Okay.
I dropped here accidentally.
Yep, I know that was an accident.
I mean, it wasn't horrible. It wasn't the worst thing in the world, but I don't like going in that room. Even
Yeah,
if we're winning.
I'm okay with you
don't
here.
like it. And then I just wait for people to come out and try to confirm kills.
Except the issue becomes your Anna definitely isn't going into this room. So like it does become a little bit of a they've got nothing type thing going on, which is a little dicey.
I just don't like it because I've done it before, and you always like. That is so vulnerable, man.
I know, I totally agree. But I think what you're going to have to do here is you're going to go, hey, I'm here. Now that my team is pushed up to here, like I'm contributing from here into Mega Room. And then once my team gets to here, I'll slide from here to here type thing. Like you don't slide to here until your team is actually pushed up this far. I think that's going to have to be your adjustment. Because I totally know what you're saying. Like, this is painful. Zens regularly go down in here.
Maybe I just, like, play really passive in the room
Yes.
and just kind of, like, exist as a heal bot.
Yes.
And, like, I shoot, but, like, I stay really far back.
It becomes like I threw a Harmony Orb on you, I'll wait. I threw a Discord Orb, I'll wait. Like,
if there's a jump,
I threw a Harmony Orb,
I'll
I'll wait.
No way.
Yeah,
I don't even care if he's, if it's, like, there's 2 people left. I'm not going in there.
Okay.
That's just death.
You were kind of just in the open here rather than going, you know, towards here,
Yeah,
but...
that's true. Bryce Russell said my play is perfect.
Somehow I doubt it.
He said, wow, Jumbo, you know how it really
I'd pressure if that's a Widow, but yeah, I agree, Bryce. You don't. Though if it was a Widow, you can get a little sneaky. He could have dropped over here, charged up a 5 orb, and thrown from here, because again, it's just...
that's kind of bad, though. Because it'll take me so long to re-get to high ground. and not have any. My orb would fall off. Both orbs would fall off, and I wouldn't apply any pressure.
Well,
there.
you're here. You throw out your orbs. You start charging your orb. Then you drop. You drop down here. You go. You throw your orb, and then you leave, and then you try to hop back up. Yeah, your orbs are going to fall off, but they're not going to be gone for very long. And I'm not saying this is some great play. I would be willing to see this because you potentially eliminate the Widow, and even if you don't eliminate the Widow's going to drop and be back out of the fight, and she's worthless in here. So it's not terrible. Yeah, I would have liked you to repeat here for the Ashe, but I'm glad actually that you did throw the first volley here, because if you repeat to throw the first volley, that's too obvious she's still going to be holding the angle. So there we go. Anyway, we're back to this.
Enemy contact.
Okay, you're not Mayor McCree, so are you going to keep playing from here? Okay. Well, this is fun.
I didn't want to retransition.
I get
all
it.
the way up
I get
there.
it. It's you don't have a window.
I don't like positioning on first point, honestly, because the thing is, the thing about this room is if they potentially start pushing, if they push under. The thing, okay, let me do some big brain analysis. If they push under, you can, but then if you push under down the stairs, then you just are dead because they've already pushed under and you're dead. Unless you like read it really quickly.
If they push like here through this.
Yeah, and then you like it makes you really vulnerable because if you push all the way down those stairs, it takes a long time for you to actually get to good cover. This I don't like because then you're behind the whole team, and that also makes you very vulnerable. In times, because then you use this as cover, but like, oh, there's actually not a way to get back into the actual fight, right?
But this comp isn't mobile. Like this, they don't have a Winston, a Diva, a Genji.
I'm not at the point where I'm even comp situational.
But you can't. You have to be. You have to be comp situational in your positioning.
It's not there. I should have to use the same situation for every time.
No,
yes.
That's not how it works.
But the thing is, I don't like about that positioning up there, let me tell you, is that when they're walking through that room, you practically have 0 spam damage. Or not very much. You can
when they're walking through this room here, if you're up here, you don't have any spam damage, you're saying.
Yeah, because you can't get a good angle.
Yeah,
and I don't like that.
You can drop and contribute.
AFK, basically.
Yeah.
But like, then, if I'm just setting up already here, I don't mind this positioning because, like, what I did with the Ashe, then it's just, yeah.
Yeah, no,
then I drop down. I don't think it's like, there's not a ton of good options. Like,
my concern is
Bryce is backing me up. Bryce is backing me up.
Well, actually, I think he's just saying your hero pick is trash. So it's okay, except that remember, you don't have any good self-sustain as Zen. So like, you don't have anywhere that you go to for cover from here. When they're pushing this way, your cover effectively becomes, hey, I can go over here or the stairs themselves. When they're here, I get it. If you want to be here and then you drift your way out and you get to a point where you can use this. If they press under you, yeah, that sucks if they press under you, but you just go, okay, which way are you going? Which way are you going? And then you adjust. Like the swing out sucks. Don't get me wrong. And if they go up here,
out of the fight. 1, 2, if they have anything mobile, to be fair, then I'm dead. And somebody could push me either way. I just don't like being behind my team.
Right, but if they have anything pokey, you're dead. Like, what if a Widow pops up here? What if an Ashe pops up here? What if you just get deleted?
I'll take the risk.
No, you'll take the risk. You'll adjust your positioning based on what comp you're playing against.
This game's too hard. I want to be bronze again, man.
No. Okay.
This game's too hard. Too much stuff. This game's like 4-dimensional chess.
Yeah, it is. That's why it's worth investing in. It's deep enough to be interesting.
Not 100%, but like I'm saying, like I don't like being behind the enemy team, and I have to transition for like 20 minutes to get to a place, and it's not good value.
If this hits you.
I'd only dodge it when it matters. But I actually throw here so hard. Oh my god, I throw here so hard. I should have just trans. I should have just trans when I got that low.
You think that was the issue? You think that was the issue here? Okay. So here we are. Here you sort of have positioning. Here you don't really have positioning again. Like you're just up on top of the bridge.
I should play farther back to begin
with.
Right,
that's what I'm saying. You should be further back because then you have more bridge cover. You have the option to go here for cover, or you have this for cover. You have exactly.
But then I also have bad everything.
bad, everything. You only see the tops of
I had-
heads, I agree.
Yeah,
But
garbage.
that's okay. That's preferable.
At least I'm not dying and throwing.
Yes, exactly. Remember,
I'm not dying
you getting
first.
good damage uptime is great, but your orbs are a very lot of your contribution, and your orbs will fall off even if you don't have your orbs will stay active even if you don't have perfect uptime as long as you're sort of in the fight. So we don't need to have perfect shots. We're not going, you're not playing Zen up here. You would have great uptime but no cover. So
It's better than me dying.
Yes, you got it. So play further back here.
I should literally just trans. Honestly. I could have trans.
You could have trans, but you shouldn't be in this situation
I
where you
could
have
have
to.
avoided, yeah, I shouldn't have. And then we lose. Because I'm a garbage player who deserves nothing. I deserve to be bronze. Because I'm horrible. Checking the time, Tempora. How much do I have to stay with this loser?
Well, I just want to know pace-wise, because sometimes I get going way too slow through reviews because I get too micro on them, but we're fine.
You don't? But that was the only chance to win the game. Right now, it's become either a draw or a...
Yeah.
So it doesn't really matter. Even if I... Oh, wait, I could win, though, if they don't... No.
No,
right?
you can't win.
Wait.
You can only draw.
It's literally not possible to win right now.
Right.
I can only draw.
Well, I suppose
Well, no,
I think if all 6 of them left, you'd still get the win.
No, wait. Wouldn't if they didn't cap this at all, would they lose or no?
No, it would be a draw because you guys
So
didn't
literally
get a
doesn't
tick.
matter. It's like this is just literally just time at this point.
Well, you could still lose.
How?
If they get the tick, you lose.
I got the tick. They got the tick and we won. No, wait, no. No. That's not true at all. Yeah, but like it's really just playing for a draw. I mean, I guess, but no. No one was low. You had cover options. Yeah, I mean, yeah, but then I could have just trans to save myself, and maybe.
You're not really getting buy-in on it, but have fun with that, Jumbo. Like, again, you just shouldn't have been in a situation to have to trans. You just shouldn't have had to.
And I win the game.
Well, no, if you trans, you maybe win that push, but your trans is pretty far away from your team, and maybe you win that push, but then either once your trans is over on the next push, they grab. And like that's not it's not unwinnable through that, but like again, you shouldn't have been in a situation where it was necessary.
Yeah. I mean, screw this, man. I'm just gonna become a freaking Brigamaid where I have natural cover as part of my kit.
You're gonna be surprised at how frail Brig's shield is these days. Okay. Where are you going? Why do you think you can do this?
I thought the Rhine was down there.
Your
and
Rhine?
There's nothing really else to shoot at. No, there's a Rhine down there.
Yeah, I'm much more worried about. This is a place that soldiers show up. Like this is a place that soldiers show up.
I have my Ana. It's Game Sense. It's called Game Sense. Temporal. Look at it.
I hear the soldier. I see the Brig flail. Your game sense should be telling you that like they could pop up here at any moment, and that would be scary.
And kill me, and then my Ana, and then we lose.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a huge deal, Temporal. That's like perfect Overwatch right there. That's like trying to put perfect Overwatch on me. How rude of you. How rude.
How rude of me to want to make you better at Overwatch, to want you to make less mistakes. Okay. Okay.
I have PTSD from peeking there last time, man. So I'm just like really safe.
Sort of. Fine.
Nancy Pelosi was kind of garbage, I'll be honest.
You're just enjoying saying that name. Okay, so did you see that you're Anna? Okay, fine.
And we win.
Oh, look, a Firestrike!
And then I die. I dumped them. So did you.
I hope you hit this. I would also very much like you to be tucked further on this corner. Very much like you to be tucked further on this corner.
They can't win at this point. It's a one win. Oh, he gets bubbled. Oh,
can't win, huh?
And
can't win! This was not the right answer. If you wanted to be like, I am going to be here to throw this right click right as I think he's going to come around the corner, no problem. And you predictively throw this right click at when you think he's going to come around the corner, and then you're already closing it, so he can't finish your last 60 health. But this was
He could have killed
nonsense.
me either way.
No.
Yes.
If you throw it before,
Then
so
he just
that you
runs over there and I die.
he
Easy
runs
win.
over here, and you
Yeah.
like.
Yeah,
So,
then I die.
well, he has to deal with your Anna, which he's going to finish, and then he's going to run over here. But you are fading into here, and then into here. anyways, we're done. Okay, let's take a look here. No, that's the end. Fortunately, you don't throw any harder than that. Okay, so really your biggest thing.
Okay, what are my problems?
Well, no, your biggest thing is getting hit by Firestrikes, but what that is actually a symptom of is
in general.
Right. It's you're taking too much poke damage in general, and I do not want you to interpret this as I want you to be less aggressive. In this particular situation, I might want you to be less aggressive, but I don't want that to be a general interpretation. I just want
I take less poke?
Yes. So A, you should see Firestrikes. Like Firestrikes are a projectile that you should see that's relatively
I have old people reaction speed, even though I'm
No,
a
you
child.
don't. No, you don't. You're just choosing not to see them. Like, if you actually make an effort to see them and you remember, okay, Ryan can throw a fire strike every 6 seconds and he's going to like to throw them from corners, you're going to be more aware of them. So that's something
But how
you
the
can
hell
do.
do I not take damage? If I peek, so like don't re-peek angles as much, maybe?
Yes, that's part of it. It's going to be don't re-peek angles
Because
like
I
you saw.
could have lived if I didn't re-peek that ash like 25 times.
Right, you re-peeked this ash, maybe not 25, but 3 or 4 times, and it was just like single orb peek, single orb peek, single orb peek.
Maximum.
Yeah, two max is a good one. So there's going to be that, and then there's going to be some of your, hey, I'm charging a right click while moving through here, which is way better, but is still a thing that you need to be aware of. And then the other thing that I'm going to say is I want you to think a little bit harder about your pre-orbs. So I want you to think harder about your pre-orbs. Your orb spends a lot of time on Reinhardt, which doesn't make sense when you have an Anna set up over here. It should be a lot more on the Kree or the Mei, mostly the Kree. It can move to your Reinhardt. But I want your pre-orbs. I'm less worried about those. I mean, yeah, we saw. I'm less worried about those. Those are clearly something you're already working on. So I want your pre-orbs to be leveled up. To be, hey, if they're playing, Winston that's going to jump on us, I probably want my Kree to be pre-orbed, or I'm going my Mei to be orbed because she's got this aggressive angle. And then, again, this taking damage stuff is just better sensibility of where your cover is and a better understanding of, okay, I can be here if they're playing a brawl comp because they don't have great poke. Oh, they have good poke? I can't really be here. I need to think a little bit more about being here. Oh, they're more set up for dive? I'm going to have to be a little bit more over here where I'm harder to get to. Like, you need to be, your comp, where you are is adjusting based on what they are running at you. So, like, you can decide...
You remember when Overwatch and like video games was just about turning your brain off and just relaxing?
I do remember when video games were about that. Competitive video games were never about that.
And then I have a grown man telling me how to play video games.
Yes. Would you prefer that we go back 50 years and you have a grown man teaching you how to play chess, how to play the violin, how to this isn't a new thing. How to play baseball, like this, this isn't new. It's just a new medium.
Teach me how to play the violin, a skill that I might use in life.
I think you're more likely to use being good at a video game than playing the violin, let's be honest. Okay. So that's what I'm going to say. Your positioning does need to adjust based on what you're playing into, and that is how you're going to maintain some of your aggression without doing this. We can still clean up some of this. Like I do not want to touch your right left click balance. That's actually pretty good right now, but you're still doing some open in the open right click charges, and I want you to think more.
It's like a mini thing.
What's that?
Now it's like a mini thing.
Oh yeah, it's like a mini thing. It is hugely improved from when we started on it. And again, think more about these pre-orbs and think specifically about who your support partner is. Because again, it's not going to be about here's generic things for you to work on anymore. It's going to be more you need to be thinking about the game. So in the game, they're running this sort of comp at us which has these elements to it. Poke, dive, brawl, etc. Or hey, I have an Anna and a heavy tank line. She'll handle that. I need to enable my DPS. Oh, I have a Mercy. My Mercy is probably going to enable my DPS. Maybe my orb is going to have to spend a little more time on the Hammond or, unfortunately, on the Reinhardt, etc. So think a little bit more about what you
So in general, thinking about orbs, thinking, using the brain on the orbs, and don't play stupid.
Well, I want you to think about who to pre-orb, and I want that to come from a place of aggressive positioning, what the opponents have, and the easiest thing of what is my support partner. If your support partner is a brig, again, similar thing where you're going to go, okay, she's probably going to pack people, DPS that are in aggressive position, so I guess I'm going to harmony a tank who's going to trade health a little bit more. Or my partner's a BAP, okay, we're playing super spammy, he's going to heal the tanks, I'm going to orb my Genji, my Tracer, whatever.
Yeah, and then just positioning stuff.
Yeah, positioning stuff. And this doesn't have to be super hard, but I just want you to think about, okay, we're playing into them. How does my positioning change? You can identify a couple places you could play from on each map. You could play from here. You could play from here. You could play with your core. You could play, in theory, from over here. Not really, but we can pretend. Like, those are all things that you could think about. And then you go, we could walk through it on one map if you want, but that's not really going to help you because you need to view this from a, okay.
It's all becomes situational.
Right. If they're a dive comp, they can get to here, but they need second set of cooldowns to get to here. On the other hand, if they're super big on a poke comp, I probably don't want to just be right here. I think
I do that sometimes. Like if we're running a double shield, or even in the beginning, I sometimes play in like areas I can poke more because it's a safer positioning. Like if we were running double shield on Anubis, then I might play like
you could conceivably. Go ahead.
Play like in this main area.
Yeah, you could conceivably.
If they weren't running like an extremely hard dive or anything.
Right. If you had an Orisa, for example, you could conceivably play on top of your Orisa and trust that your Mercy Widow are going to sort of cover you, etc. Like, yes, that's a thing that you could conceivably.
And you can do that for like some maps, like just like I do that sometimes. Like I think about if we're running a shield, then I can play a bit more aggressive and poke in some areas.
Yep. And Bryce, I agree, memorizing these spots is helpful, and he should memorize them. I just am not going to go through every map with him right now, is more what I was saying. Yes. Okay. Any other questions, Jumbo?
Why?
Why? I don't know. I mean, aren't there really only two options? And those two options are either a sort of you exist to figure out how to make life enjoyable, or you exist to make life enjoyable for the next generation. Aren't those really the only two answers?
Yep.
Okay.
That's it, Temporal. Thank you for answering the physics.
Okay. Sounds good. Sounds good. If you have any more Overwatch questions, let me know. Otherwise, I think we're good here. So, good session, Jumbo. And this is going to be the last stream for the night. So, I will see you guys all tomorrow.
Good game.